So yeah, we're here with 5-time Pro Bowler Ty Law. So I know you're from the
Hall of
Midwest,
Famer.
right? Went to, and we're gonna get into that, right? Went to Pennsylvania, right? From Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I went to Michigan, right? Had a great career, right? Now, of course, from the outside looking in, everything's gravy, right? So give us some things that you might have went through during your career that people don't know about that made you maybe want to retire early, or maybe like, is football even for me? Because we always try to get into perspective of people look at you like you got it all figured out. You got everything, right? You went from college to the Hall of Fame. Life is beautiful, right?
Well, for me, I came from a top high school program, custom, to winning. But you look at, the career, and you don't think that you have, struggles. You don't feel that people doubted who you were.
Right.
I was a All-American coming out of high school, and but when I went to Michigan, I realized that I was just a number. You know what I mean? I was like the last recruit. I decided to go there because I had committed to Georgia Tech. Coming out. But no one, even in my own hometown, as much as they support me, think that I was going to play. Oh, he good, but he ain't that good. Michigan good. You know what I mean? When I went to Michigan, I was the 9th, 10th guy on the depth chart. Wow. You know what I mean? And I took that, personal. So, even playing, I never got the respect to go along with. I thought I was playing. So I was always fighting that, and ended up cracking the lineup as a freshman, but I didn't have the respect amongst my peers. So my freshman year, it was miserable. You know what I mean? Because they didn't like me. I'm playing with all 4th, 5th year seniors, and I'm freshman out there, took one of their homeboys' jobs. So I hated going on the road because nobody on the defense was like me. So as we coming out for the draft, I decided, because I had issues at home, drugs and things like that. I mean, my story is pretty much out there, but I decided to leave. And same thing. He played coming out of Michigan. No one, thought anything of me. So I wrote to the NFL, and they said I would go 4th through 7th round. Wow. So at the time, it was Bobby Taylor, like Jimmy Hitchcock, Tyrone Poole, those guys, and I'm like, well, shit.
What about your boy? What about your boy?
Yeah, exactly. But it was no love. And y'all need to give me Joey Galloway address, because I need to send him a Rolex or something. Because when he ran that 418 to my phone started ringing off the hook. You know what I mean? I'm like, what nobody, but with Joey Galloway, he ran a 418-40. So now everybody start, come, hey, he can play, because when we played against Ohio State, it went down. He had 3 catches in 2 years. I had 3 catches in 2 years. You know what I mean? So that's what it was. And I was all of him. So he actually helped me. But even coming to New England, I got booed. Who the hell is this? Boo. So I dealt with that in New England. Boo his ass. You know what I mean? Because they wanted an offensive guy. You know what I mean? And I came in with Curtis Martin and all that, but there was a lot more fanfare for even Curtis, as a third round than it was for me, because they didn't want a DB and they took a chance on me. So I was always fighting, that way. And in the league, I feel like I was fighting for my just due then, getting passed over for Pro Bowls. I'm having some of the best years. People didn't throw at me all the time, but I had to have 5, 6, 7 picks. My best season when I ain't had nothing. I'm just locking it up. But I would never get that, and realizing that, and it was just frustrating from that standpoint. So I always felt that I had to prove myself every time, every year, no matter, how good I got, no matter how many accolades I may have got, because the next year it started all over again. It's a fluke. It's, you know what I mean? So mentally,
how much confidence did you have going through that process? How was your confidence throughout that process?
My confidence never wavered. It was just other people, they thought about me. So I had the mentality of, okay, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong. Watch. Put me on him, coach. I got it. You know what I mean? That was just my mentality, because I don't even think, a lot of coaches was wondering, like, can he do it? Then they was talking about, at one point, moving me back to safety, because they didn't think my top end speed was that of a corner. Right. You know what I mean? Wow. I done been through all that. I said, I'm a damn corner. You know what I mean? So, so I always just had to feel like, I proved myself at the end of the day, and it was never easy. Even, getting into the Hall of Fame, you get passed over. Right. Mine was different. I know I wasn't as clear cut the most, because I had my whole career like that. That was clear cut. There was no question about it. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? That was wrong. So now when it comes to me, like talking about statistically, got to you know, it was
Got the
like
Pro
Champ
Bowl.
actually helped me. Yeah, I didn't have Pro Bowls, but like Champ, you know, if he got 12 Pro Bowls, and that's my guy. And this would have probably hurt it more, you know, that the year that I got in than anything, because I'm going direct head-to-head competition with another cornerback. And everybody touted him as, you know, one of the best all time and the guy. But, you know, from a statistical standpoint, it's like, okay, you know, I got more interceptions, more Super Bowls, more touchdowns, more yards. You know what I mean? So it's like, how could, if I had to wait, you know what I mean? It's like this one would have hurt it. You know what I mean? But some guys just, you know, breeze through. You know what I mean? So I always had to fight it, even when it came to careers done, having been in 4 Super Bowls, having 3 championships, having the same amount of picks. And I'm not claiming I'm Deion Sanders, but I had the same amount of interceptions he had. He had 9 touchdowns. I had 7. We both got 53. What else
people don't realize that. People don't realize that. Y'all both have 53 picks. Wow.
Yeah. But and when people don't throw at you, you know what I mean? Like that. Because you always had, because we was always basically this, we covering the number 1 option, but it's not always that they're gonna throw at you, you know, like that. So when you look at that kind of stuff, but I was never put in that category. You know what I mean? Of that. And that's fine. It just made me hungrier. Say I can do that too. You know what I mean? So you know,
that bothered me. That bothered me my whole career. I was never put in the category of a number 1, but that's just besides me.
I was number 1, but you know, I mean, I got paid as that because, you know, the whole thing was coming up and I had to go into the GM, you know, at the time myself. You know what I mean? Because you know, me and my agent played that. He wanted to talk to you. Okay, fine. You know, when Deion Sanders still, you know, signed for the 50, you know what I mean? You know, I knew what was going on. I was playing dumb as hell. I was playing it. I'm a businessman at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So he came and I came in there talking to him, and they was like, you know, look, we doing this Dale Carter, and we put you right here. He had just signed his new contract. I said, Dale Carter. I said, Deion Sanders, I just seen $50 million. Well, it wasn't real money. It's bad. I said, all I seen was 50 million.
It's real to me.
Exactly. So, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, I played that, and I was like, look, I'm not claiming to be Deion Sanders. But guess what? I'm the damn prime time in New England.
On this team.
You know what I'm saying? On this team, I'm prime.
Exactly.
So I need to be paid like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's how it went down.
YouTube.com/Terrell Owens.